Chaos blue, chaos blue, chaos, chaos blue.
Hey everybody, this is Bobby Gaines here, otherwise known as Chaos Blur, and tonight we are playing, I can't believe we're actually playing this, because I didn't know I even still had it, Metroid Other M on the Nintendo Wii. Believe it or not, this was like one of my big games for 2010, of course being a Metroid fan even back then. This was the same year that Sonic Colors and Super Mario Galaxy came out, so I was like, holy crap, like this is going to be like, the next biggest game on this list, so Metroid Other M is going to be huge, it's got this big story mode and all this stuff. And you guys know the story of this game. It's not really well received, even to this day, kind of a little bit notorious. Even looking at the title screen, the logo is kind of cool, but like the Other M, it looks like it's just written in like Comic Sans or some crap, but it's just crazy to me to think that this game was like such a flop. And really, this is the reason why we didn't get a Metroid game for like another 7 years, and then another 4 years until Dread. But for better or worse, Metroid is back now. But this was the game that kind of began the descent, I guess. And I'm gonna see. Oh, apparently I do have save data on here. I wasn't sure because I had only played this on the Wii. I thought. Apparently, I played this on the Wii U. That's surprising, but we're gonna go ahead and start a new file. It looks like I only played like about an hour on it. I know I didn't play this game for very long anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and just check that out. So yes, I still have this game. I say that because I honestly thought I traded this in years ago. Like there were a lot of games that kind of purged at a certain point, and I really thought this was one of them. So this time I'm actually going to do somewhat of a job actually trying to pay attention to the story. What if they'll mention Ravenbeak?
Why am I still alive? A baby.
this is the game or not, because technically you do play this like part in first person. Yeah, you can't tell if I'm not supposed to be playing this part, I'm guessing. You got a Metroid sucking my head out. Is that supposed to be Mother Brain? It's supposed to be the end of the first Metroid game? I'm not gonna lie, that part's pretty cool. Like, you never really see that environment like in any other way. Oh. Oh, wait, that's Metroid. That's Super Metroid, right? Where they kill the baby Metroid? Yeah, I didn't think it played out like that, but then again, that wasn't there.
Time to go.
Like start playing right away, or is this going to play out in a cutscene? I will admit, this is a pretty cool cutscene. Yeah, this era had some really cool cutscenes. Oh, she's like, what a nice nap. I remember that time I almost died.
Okay, Samus. Everything's normal.
I awoke to the familiar
That
voice
does kind
of
of
a
sound like what
quarantine
Samus's voice would
officer.
sound like if she ever talked.
Let's try sitting up, huh? Slowly now.
A dream. I had been reliving the tragic moments of my recent past. Thanks to the hyper beam, which was given to me somehow by the baby, I laid
That
Mother
was
Brain
Mother
to
Brain.
waste. And the explosion that followed destroyed
Okay, yeah,
planet
so
Zebes,
Super Metroid.
along with the remains of Mother Brain, the space pirates, and my long-standing nemesis, Wrigley, and the baby.
Come on, Samus.
Let's go next
Let's go
door.
next door.
I'll say they put some production values into this game.
Right, let's get started.
Okay, so now I'm in the game.
Ready for a
Sure.
quick test, Samus?
So you actually use the Wiimote, apparently held sideways, like the same way I was doing for Super Paper Mario, but it's just weird to do this in a 3D space. Press and hold one. It's a charge beam. Okay. Okay, so she just kind of auto-aims, I guess. It kind of works. Again, it's just kind of clunky because you're in this, like, 3D space. Also, now the graphics look like ass. Like, they actually look pretty good during that cutscene.
Sharp-looking charge beam, just the way I like it. Okay, morph ball next.
Morph ball.
Go ahead and drop some bombs.
Yeah, and this isn't terrible.
Okay, get out of morph ball mode and return to normal. Perfect, Samus. All right,
What do you
stand in
consider
the
the
middle.
middle? Oh, probably that glowing square there. Okay, here I am. Oof. Not really.
Surprised? From there, kick climb to work your way up. Just like that, Samus.
That means they're not
Let's
going to be my
invite some of your
pals.
pals.
Yeah, these dicks. Look how I'm not even really taking damage from them. Plus, she kind of aims on her own as long as you kind of like turn the stick relatively in the same direction.
Okay, looking good.
So This is like what a 3D Metroid would have been like.
Here
Use
comes the
sense
beast.
move, whatever that is.
Dodge
At the right moment, press by pressing 1.
Okay.
Okay, that's an okay move, I guess. Kind of clunky, but... Feels
Nice.
alright.
Remember how that feels.
A what?
Next, how about a missile test? Use concentration to replenish your missile supply.
Okay.
One of your pesky buddies is lurking.
Alright, so yeah, this is how you do like the Metroid Prime mode, where you go into first person. What am I looking for here? Other than you dinks.
One of your pesky buddies is lurking here somewhere.
Is it you?
Find him for me, huh?
Oh, this stink.
Why not say hello with a missile?
Ah, Space Pirate. Lovely. Do I have a way to dodge, or... See, this is where it's not like Metroid Prime. Yeah, this kind of blows. Well, that was kind of cool.
It's all you.
It shouldn't even come to that. How do I get out of this mode and just, like, start
So you
fighting?
enough of your missiles. So you plan to just sit there when something grabs you?
I like the dodge move.
Okay,
It's
looking
not
good.
terrible. That's almost like kind of the later Metroid games would incorporate that dodge sort of thing. I feel like this game could have been better with like analog controls, or just like some little things could have made this feel a little bit better than it does. I can already tell I'm not going to want to play a whole freaking game of this, but I can see what they were going for. And again, the cutscenes were very nice, what few of them I've seen. We're going to play this game a little bit longer tonight, but because I have been meaning to play this game ever since I found it. I unearthed it out of my dresser. I'm like, I still have this game. Holy crap. Lethal Strike.
Samus, now's your
That's
chance.
towards a downed enemy. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right. Like I said, there were some good ideas here, but like just so many of the weird quirks really made it hard to play. Oh, now what? I think I've spent the most time on this test level.
How about you try using a power bomb? This area is well fortified, so don't hold back.
Oh, a power bomb? Jeez. Power bombs are always so overdone.
Allow adequate
Obviously, I'm
movement
going to lose like all these abilities. I'm not going to keep the power bombs.
All right, Samus. That's it for the test.
All right, I was going to say, what was the point of this?
Looks like you took quite a bit of damage. It's unbelievable.
Well, don't blame me. You dinks wanted me to do this.
I wondered if this too was a result of the power the baby gave me.
The baby gave me so many things.
Right. You're doing the meeting room. The big
I
dogs
can't
are
eat
waiting.
certain foods certain times of the day.
Gave your suit a polish so you'd be at least somewhat presentable.
Something about this
Not even a
scientist I
fragment.
don't trust.
None
Never
of the
trust
baby
scientists.
remained on me. I knew it to be true, but still couldn't help looking at my palm for a sign. Never again would I encounter the baby.
Wow, her voice actress is a little melodramatic, I will say. It's weird holding the
finality of
Wiimote
it
sideways to
struck me
play a
once
3D
again.
game. You know, to play a 2D game makes sense, but they could have done the same thing they did with
Mission
Galaxy and had the
completed.
nunchucky part of it.
Planet Zebes was annihilated, and all Metroids were exterminated.
This is after Super
A
Metroid.
simple report. Almost dull even.
And for some reason, she's like in this testimony wearing her full power suit. Like, if they called you to court, would you come wearing like your full armor? Oh, now I feel like the graphics got like a little worse.
I don't know how much time passed since then. Days
So
went by in
depressed
their
sounding.
quiet way, and people's recollections of Metroids and space pirates grew nebulous over time.
So is this whole story
Rather
like
than
taking
into a
place in
past
this
concern
period,
of
or
the
is it like a
galactic
flashback?
communities. nothing more than a
Who am I
faded
asking
memory.
that to? I have no idea. Uh-oh, something's on the screen. Fox, you got a bogey on your tail.
Codename Baby's Cry. A common SOS with the urgency of a baby crying. The nickname comes from the fact that the purpose of the signal is to draw attention. The signal was coming from a remote part of space. I altered the course of my ship as if this detour had already been part of my flight plan.
Weird, because her character model is very expressive, but her voice is...
It was as though it was crying
So it's like, okay, that's
specifically
pretty
for
cool
me.
graphics. It's almost like, that's why she doesn't talk in the other games, because the character model is very expressive with her eyes and just different motions. Then when she talks, it like takes away from it. It's like, oh, I had to do this. It's like, wow, your voice just kind of took away any sincerity of what that might have had. Yeah, I could definitely see, I mean, that gameplay wasn't that bad, but I could see how a whole game of this I'd get pretty bored of it. That said, would I play this again, like on a retro or something? Maybe. Not out of the question. I played some pretty awful games. I hesitate to say this game was awful. I think it's just that because Nintendo has such a track record of like these excellent games, it was like kind of like jarring to see a game like this where it really did just feel like a 6 out of 10 game. Like not a 2 out of 10, not like, you know, the worst of the worst, but certainly not the best of the best. But again, this looks awesome. I mean, look at this. You very rarely see a Nintendo franchise fleshed out this properly. Like usually it's like, you know, they show up, you know, Samus will show up at the space station, you know, some stuff will happen, but you never see like all this story exposition and stuff. I guess now we see why. Really makes me want to play Metroid Prime again, though. Especially with how weak those first-person shooting segments were. See, her character model does not look great in-game at all. But, you know, this is like the only technically like 3D Metroid game we've ever gotten, because, I mean, Prime does count, but this is like a kind of third-person, regular kind of game. I feel like Ridley or something's going to come out of nowhere right now. I'm saying that like I'm honestly not 100% sure because it's been so long since I played this. Did I just go into... I was going to say, okay, I am in for... This is really happening. I was going to say, there's really not a lot for me to look at. Press and hold B on the area you want to examine. Okay, there's only so many areas for me to examine. There's one. The Galactic Federation. That's where Buzz Lightyear's from. We thank you for your call. Okay, I was gonna say, like, did I have to do that, or? I'm going all the way back to the ship. I just want to see what would happen if I did that. Apparently nothing. I'm on this weird kind of 2.5D plane right now, where she can kind of walk out of it, but I'm generally on a track here. This is so weird. It's like, I could see the potential of this, but they really didn't do a lot with it. Okay, that's how the door's open. See, I kind of like that. I feel like this needed analog controls. Like, they needed to use the Pro Controller or something with this. Because it's just really janky as hell using the D-pad. Now, I like how you can do this. You go into the first-person mode. Now it becomes like a 3D game. Like, if there were enemies there, I could be, like, shooting at them. But there aren't any. But if there were, oh yeah. Oh, I'm actually not doing this. Like, the game is just doing this on its own. Well, those, I was gonna say, those are friendlies. Maybe. What is that, Adam? No, it's not. Some random dude.
Remember me?
Anthony. Anthony? Who the hell's Anthony?
There's only one person who calls me princess. And that person
Anthony
is
Higgs? That's not Adam
Higgs of
Malkovich.
the Galactic Federation Army.
I haven't seen you at
Seen
all.
you since that
Who are
last
you?
mission. Hey, and your buddy's here too.
There we go.
Adam Malkovich, a general in the Galactic Federation Army. Not only a
Let's say,
trusted
at this point, we
confidant,
know
but
who he
also
is
my
because
former
of Metroid
superior
Fusion.
officer. Yes, there was a time when I was enrolled in the Galactic Federation Army. And then
This part looks like a JRPG
well, I was
cutscene.
young and inexperienced. As the
Certain
result
incident
of a
that we will
certain
never speak of
incident,
again.
I left Adam's command and set out on my path as a solitary bounty hunter.
Storytelling's like visually appealing, but like it just isn't. The voices just are terrible.
What are you doing here?
The first words out of his mouth were typical coming from Adam.
Hey, lady.
To answer his question, I recounted the details of what had brought me to this place, and then I asked what circumstances led the Federation here.
That information is not for an outsider.
The word he so obviously
Well, at least he
chose,
didn't call you lady.
outsider, pierced my heart.
Commander, we're all prepped.
Kaboom. Sound effects while we're at it. It's all smoky. Is that an Emmy? Oh, it's way before the Emmys.
No dice. I think our only option is to use
Like the
laser to
Omega
slowly
cannon.
burn our way through. This is gonna take a while.
The electrical system here is
That guy's
out.
voice sounds
We
familiar.
can't get the
Anthony
barrier
Higgs.
wall to open. We tried using explosives, but it's tricky to pull off
Lateral
without
damage. That's what we're all about
What we
here at the
need
Federation,
is
right?
some way to focus the power onto one centralized location.
Samus is all like, whatever. Oh, we just do that. Yeah, I did a thing. I don't know why he's laughing about it.
Let's go.
All right. I'm gonna go on ahead.
Adam hadn't authorized it, but I decided to
Alright.
remain on site for the sake of the others.
Tired of carrying them. Bombs or missiles until Adam authorizes them? Is that why I lose my abilities? Oh my god. That's so weak. Like Samus would ever do that. But alright, fine. I can still use my charge beam and stuff. I should have used the move ability out. Okay, I guess I wasn't supposed to be able to stop that. And I just used a missile on that door, so obviously I'm not against using them. Actually is not that terrible. It's not great. This really could have used some analog controls. But I like what they were going for at least. Even if it doesn't completely play the way I think it should, but that's just this one person's opinion. Ow. Oh, those are pretty cool. The reference to the old, like, I forget what they're called, Singbats or something from the original Metroid game. Again, the aiming is kind of done in a very hackneyed way, but... see, here I could switch into first-person mode, right? Yeah. The game wants me to. Yeah, it's just like a good idea in principle, but it just, again, does not execute incredibly well. I kind of like the idea, though. I've always liked the idea of it. Up now I'm like in some kind of weird stealthy mode. That door won't even open. See, I never got far enough in this game to even know like how much of a role the map plays. Like if it's like the other Metroid games where you really have to use it, or I don't know why I'm just holding my gun up like this without like using it. What is like Adam in the bathroom or something? I can't disturb him. Like something's gonna happen here. Whoa, okay. At least I'm somewhat mobile. Metroid Prime, this is not. Oh, God. Metroid Prime is such a great game. Now that I'm playing this, I really want to play that. This here. Is that an energy tank? Oh, of course, I can't use bombs. Well, let's see. I can still use charge beams, so maybe. Kind of doubt it, but... Oh, it will let me lock onto that. Oh, it even tells you what it needs. It needs a normal bomb, which Adam hasn't authorized use of bomb, so he can't use bomb yet. Such a stupid reason to not be able to use a bomb. There's 10 good reasons to never look overdone. I was supposed to probably use like my first person mode there, but I like it. This game is not great, but it's not as bad as I thought. This would analog controls would do a wonder for this, and maybe a better control scheme as far as the switching. Like there should just be a button to switch to first-person mode instead of having to awkwardly point the Wii mode at something. But I actually kind of like the idea of having like a 3D platformer Metroid game. I wish they hadn't given up on that entirely, just because of how badly this game was received. Plus, in general, I've never really seen a game like this where it's like a first-person shooter, but then also a third-person shooter. That's what they call this kind of thing. I don't even know. Could even be a good framework for like a new Contra game. God knows Rogue Core was terrible. Okay, at least they tried, you know. Something hiding in the corner over there. Can't get to that either. Sure is something.
Sequence complete. Process.
I think I got as far as like the first boss in this game. I also think there's a way to... Yeah, there's a way to go underground here with the morph ball, but I think I need... Oh, this is all happening on its own now. This is automated. What the hell's that? Oh, I think this is the first boss, actually. I think this is like as far as I made it in the damn game. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, that would appear to be the situation.
He's dead. Someone or something attacked him.
I don't remember that happening. Looks like one of the bugs from the Lion King that Timon and Pumbaa eat.
Get away from
Seems
me!
a little excessive now. Well, sure, we can't use missiles or bombs. We can use a machine gun on a freaking insect.
It was obvious that there was some
It was
pervasive
obvious there was some
danger
pervasive
throughout the
danger
facility.
throughout the facility.
I didn't
I
know
just don't
what
like
had
her
brought
voice
Adam
actress.
here,
I don't know why.
but I did
It
know
was
that
imperative that
cooperation
we
was
escape from
imperative
here.
if we were to restore safety.
Adam, listen to me.
Adam, listen to me. Clearly, this facility is in
Yeah, this
complete
just doesn't
disorder.
seem like Samus's tone of voice.
It might be too dangerous for your men to go alone.
Most people's tone of voice.
That's why I've...
Oh, that's really bugging me.
They're coming out of the wall!
Fire a million missiles at them. That'll get it. That is pretty disgusting. Even if it's like the shittiest graphic ever. Hey, I think I saw that guy in Monsters Inc. Close to the first boss. It is definitely a boss. Ow. Hey, why don't we try some missiles? Am I allowed to use those yet, or...? How about a missile?
Listen up. Guns
That doesn't help me, but alright. You guys can use the good guns now. I want to use my ice beam. Do I still have an ice beam? Oh, sweet. I can use one of my good weapons now. Beam. Switch to missile. No, no, no. Not what I wanted. Oh. Okay, yeah, this is actually kind of fucking fun. Where am I? What am I doing? Really? I say, I'm freaking dead. Oh, not? Okay, I guess I'm alive somehow. This is actually super irritating. Point the screen. Point at the screen. Oh god, why is this so agonizing to use?
Concentrate fire in a single location and freeze that thing. And Samus, you attack
I don't
the
see
front
why I
spot.
can't just, like, I don't know, not do that. Oh, it's so awkward. Doesn't Samus have a freaking ice beam? I'm thinking of Metroid Prime, otherwise known as one of the best games of all time, not this atrocity. Oh, I just set it on my freaking Wiimote. I'm trying to use my missiles. But on what part of it? He's saying that, but there's nothing to lock onto. Oh, this is annoying. Oh, I'm so tired of this. Why can't I move? Move, you bitch! Oh, now it's an eyeball. That was super annoying. I really don't want to fight like a harder enemy with that control scheme. Like, it was okay for that, but it's not exactly enjoying it.
Samus, looks like I'm gonna need to ask for your cooperation on this mission, but I'm
God
also
damn
gonna
it.
have to ask that you follow my commands.
God damn it.
You'd move unless I say so.
I don't remember Adam being
You
such
don't
a
fire
jerk.
until I say so.
That I remember.
Any objections, lady?
The thumbs up
Thumbs
sign
up.
had been used by the Galactic Federation for ages. Me,
That's actually
I
kind of
was
funny.
known for giving the thumbs down during briefing.
It's too bad that her
I had
voice
my
actress
reasons,
doesn't
though.
really carry that sort of charisma.
Commander Adam Malkovich was normally cool and not one to joke around, but he would end all of his mission briefings by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He was joking, but others weren't. At the time, I felt surrounded by people who treated me like a child, or used kid gloves
He's a lot
because I
shorter
was a
than them,
woman.
which is funny because I thought Samus was like 6'7" or whatever.
And yet with Adam, I was grateful for the nod. My past has left me with an uneasy soul, and as a result, it touched me on some level that Adam would acknowledge that past by calling me something delicate, like lady. And I knew more than anyone that every word from Adam was deliberate. My thumbs down was a twofold response. A sign of derision at being called a lady, and a signal of my complete understanding
she understood
of the
the
mission
mission orders.
orders. The other soldiers were always willing to support me with easy smiles despite the fact that I clearly had so much yet to learn.
Oh, yeah.
Among them was Anthony. In the face of
Alright.
his well-meaning behavior and that of the other soldiers, my response was to become
that'll show 'em.
increasingly bitter. I was a child, always with something to prove, a chip on my shoulder.
I feel like this cutscene
And
is
I
like
was
longer than
angry.
the game.
I felt that if I
I
let
have
my
to say,
guard
though,
down,
see,
I would
these
easily
graphics
be
are awesome.
broken.
Of course, we didn't have these kind of graphics, otherwise it would have been an Xbox
I was
360.
scared.
But for the cutscenes, I mean, this looks
Even
really
in
gorgeous.
the naivete of my youth, I could see in Adam's joking how close he felt to me. Adam knows my past, and he knows me better
Does
than
he
anyone
really?
else.
Can we really trust Adam?
Confession
No,
time.
actually we can. I won't give any
Because
Metroid
I
Dread
was so
spoilers here.
young when I lost both of my parents, there's no question I saw Adam as a father figure. When I rebelled against him, I knew I could get away with it. And his paternal compassion in the face of my rebellion reinforced the special
Yes,
bond.
I'm going to good thumbs down to really get everybody going. Really rally the team.
I
I
understood
disagree.
well that chances were slim that I would ever find anyone that understood me like Adam. And yet, when the time came, I
Too
still
bad the
left
game
his
is such
side.
garbage because this actually is a really cool story
was
and
so
like really cool cutscenes.
Young and naive.
Like, they put a lot of emotion and thought into this part, even though the voice actress kind of blows. But it seems so at odds with this part of the game now.
Here on the bottle ship is still uncertain. Here's what we do know. The equipment we thought had been destroyed is operational again. And we've seen casualties attributed to an unidentified
This guy looks
lethal
like the
creature.
freaking one of the soldiers from Shadow the
Situation is
Hedgehog.
critical. We need to gather all the information we can.
She looks
but
so out of
priority
place with
one
them.
is to find any survivors and bring them to safety. Consider this site extremely dangerous. Be careful as you make your sweeps. And there's one problem. The wireless interference in this facility is all pervasive. Your comm systems are useless.
Our weapons are useless.
As a result, communication channels will be limited to the facility's navigation booths. Well then, Lyle, investigate Sector 1 and show a little
Just a little
restraint
bit.
with the explosives. Gotcha. Maurice, you cover Sector 2.
Favreau.
Repair any equipment you come across.
Affirmative.
Anthony Higgs.
For
Point
Sector
man.
3, I'll leave it to you to
Never
decide
liked
whether
these
plasma
people's
guns
names.
are called for.
All right.
James,
Pierce,
check
communication.
out the control bridge. Our communication issues might be the result of electrical interference.
Yes, sir.
And KG,
HD.
run a complete sweep
Masawa?
of the
Or
residential
HD
quarters and
Masawa?
investigate any trace of survivors.
Got it.
Each of you is authorized to use a freeze gun.
Except for
Do not
Samus.
forget to check in regularly via navigation booths. And Samus, you go to the system management room. Do everything you can to get the electrical system back up and running. Looks like your comm system is still functional. Remember, everything you see will also appear on this screen. Regarding auxiliary weapons,
good.
the use of bombs has been authorized. As far as your other weapons go, we will continue to investigate and authorize use as we can. However, we currently have no plans to authorize the use of power bombs. As you know, they have the ability to spread a high-temperature heat wave over a large area, impacting living things, which is a nice way of saying they can vaporize humans instantly. You should be well aware of how dangerous power bombs are, and how their devastation can't be obstructed with common materials. Once the mission in the system management room is complete, I need you to report back.
It's like a good excuse to have us
Your
go
next
from place
order
to
set.
place.
I want you all to be especially careful as you execute your missions. That's the end of the briefing.
It was the first joint mission I'd been a part of since becoming a freelance bounty hunter. And of course, it was the first time since my Federation days that I was following the orders of a commanding officer. Having received mission orders from Adam, I felt confused and strangely exhilarated at the unexpected turn of events. I responded. Understood, Adam. No objections, of course.
Okay, this is more like a Metroid game now. Okay, well, granted, that's not very far from here.
Samus, head for the system management room.
Say, I know there's an item down here. I just gotta find a way, like, into that little shaft here. Oh, or I can just drop right down here. Missile tank. Lovely. I don't mind what they're doing here. I don't know. There are ways this could have been a better game. I've been saying that for a while now.
Sequence complete. Process successful.
I'm pretty much never using the first-person mode. Like, there's just not a reason to. It's a cool feature on the surface. I do wish I could aim without just having her auto-aim, but whatever, I guess. I kind of like how the perspective will change, like, for these situations. Got an energy tank? Yes. This gets me in the room. Is it really gonna be this easy? Alright, here, I'll use first person mode for this. I have a feeling we're supposed to. It's still pretty freaking stupid, but... Ow. Those aren't even Metroids, but they're doing like the Metroid type animation where you have to shake them off. Like Taylor Swift, shake it off, shake it off. Yeah, I stay out too late. Okay, is it time to go back to Adam now? Adam, I'm cold and scared. Will you hug me? Ow. Just kidding. I'm just looking at the games in Christmas past. I've like barely talked nostalgically about this game. I'm just like, it's just an okay game. Like that's all it ever was. Is there an objective here? Am I just supposed to kill all these things till they're dead? Like I don't know how to get out of this room, and it just seems like it just spawns more waves of enemies every so often. Somewhere around this point, the first time I played this game, I think I realized, like, this is not a very good game. Yeah, they keep spawning, like, every time I... Hello? Yeah, I see that. You keep doing that crap. To like shoot something in the background. That's why this isn't dying. Honestly, just trying missiles at that thing. Oh, never let me do anything. Want the screen again? Yes, I see those things. Keep getting in the way of my shots, too. Is that everything? Okay, now I can stop doing that. Yeah, I know. I gotta go report back to Adam. I gotta walk all the way down this hallway. Whoa, okay. I have no control over that. Oh, that's not good. Ow. Ow. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Holy Nike. Oh, that was kind of cool. Ouch, that was not very cool. I have no health, but I'm still somehow alive. Also weird how I don't get like any extra health for killing enemies like you do in other Metroid games. Kind of weird how you can just recharge your energy by doing that. I think I would have preferred just like a regular energy health up or whatever. How do I get up there? I just get in the freaking elevator. Save all that time. Alright, cool. Oh, so that's what this place looks like when the power is actually working. Sector 1.
Sequence complete. Process successful.
Alright, where to now, Capitan?
Samus, go through the hatch on your right and head towards Sector 1. Lyle went ahead to secure a route to a facility of interest.
Not the worst thing I've ever played. It's not particularly appealing, but Sector 1, 2, and 3. Well, there you go. As far as Metroid games go, this might be the most linear thing I've ever played. For how difficult the gameplay is, I guess that's probably why they did it like that. It's like you're going to struggle enough trying to figure out the controls. They don't need to have you going nuts, getting lost on top of it. Going up, sir. Going down, sir. So I am able to move around during this. Oh, didn't I just do this the other thing? YOLO, Bobby. What's up, Barney? I mean, I kind of, like I said, I like the idea of this game because it imagines what like a 3D Metroid game would be like. Like, I could have seen this game being on like the N64 or something. Not that it was on the Wii, though, makes it like that much worse. That like this wouldn't make a better game at this point. It came out in 2010. It looks like it came out in like 1998. Being able to switch into first-person mode was kind of cool, but again, it's so annoying to do it, and you don't really get much use out of it. Plus, you usually auto-aims anyway, so it's really not a point. How do I beat all these things? Oh, what is that, a missile door? Hold on. Nope, can't open it. This could be a charge door. I can't believe I still own this game. That's what I'm still getting over. The charging takes forever to charge, too. And there's just a door that opens when you beat all the enemies. That's not a very Metroid thing, but alright. Music reminds me of Metroid Prime. Bobby, you missed my birthday. God damn it. Well, you're on that still? Sorry I missed it, though. I said that in the last stream, and I meant it then. I mean it now.
What's wrong? Head to Sector 1.
Well, I guess I'm going to Sector 1. That's kind of cool. You can see in the elevator.
This elevator is bound for Sector 1. A level 3 warning is now in effect in Sector 1. Please avoid traveling alone and remain armed. Stay
The voice of the computer sounds like the voice of
Samus.
Samus. Really not much difference. But I digress. I think I actually probably would have stuck it out and kept playing this game back in 2010 if it wasn't for the fact that Sonic Colors and Super Mario Galaxy 2 were a thing that same year. Like, there's some years this would have been one of the better games in this list. It just so happened that this was the same year those other games came out, so there was no way I was going to play this over those two. But I do love Metroid. But even so. Hey, what's up, Rem?
Sequence complete. Process successful.
Today we are playing a game that is probably as bad as you remember it, but also maybe not as bad as people say. You might love, I really do. No, don't do that. This part's awkward as fuck, trying to get the friggin' first-person stuff to work. Probably get me GameCube for birthday. You have a GameCube. I already have your Christmas gift. In fact, I nestled it safely under my tree not too long ago. Nestled safely under the tree. I figured you did. That's why I said it. Whoa, okay. This thing I remember fighting. So I think this is like the first technically boss of the game. How do I actually, like, see this thing? Or do I have to, like, scan the area for it? I really do have to scan the area for it. So clunky. I fucking hate this. Like, it's not a terrible idea. That was kind of fun, but... Oh, I can just leave while that's happening? I thought that was like a boss fight. Oh, okay. I'm glad I shot that and just made all the freaking enemies come out of it. Weird how the freaking enemies don't release weapon ammo. I have to, like, do it that way. Alright, what's up, Rem? And Barney. I do enjoy how clunky this, like, plant section is, and the fact that, like, sound effects are, like, so, like, just arbitrary. When you walk on the metal, it's just like clang, 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 clang. Ow. Alright, well, I guess I'm dead. I honestly don't know how to get out of this. Oh, okay. By doing that. Lovely. So weird how you play this game. Hold on, that's a thing I gotta shoot a missile. At least you get to save your game a lot. Okay. like literally, like I have some vague idea what the story is, otherwise I'm just following where those yellow arrows say to go. Apparently it's this way. Oh, enemies. Ow, ow. One thing is these are all actual like enemies from the original Metroid games. So I kind of enjoy like kind of the retro feel of this, even if the controls are ass. And her charge beam takes like forever to charge. Ow! That looked like it hurt. Wait, what? Oh. Let's say the game. Whoa, okay, ouch. Is that a space pirate? Oh, it's like an armadillo thingy. Either way, I'm getting my ass kicked by it. Ouch. Whoa, okay. Poster demands Nugget Coke. Well, I too demand things that are not in existence. That was pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. I demand Mountain Dew Whiteout. Except they actually really made that at one point. And then they decided to stop. Oh god, I gotta kill all these efforts, don't I? Out. Weird is the cutscenes are actually like pretty high quality for a game that otherwise is not. Although I could say Sonic 06 had some pretty good cutscenes. That was not a high quality. Ooh, what is worse, this or Sonic 06? That's a very... This is like easily the Sonic 06 of Metroid. But that's also because Metroid's had such high quality games. They also have less games like Sonic, where Sonic has like so many games that, you know, there are a few that are not as good. Metroid only has like maybe 6 or 7 mainline games, and like 6 of them are excellent. This is the other one. Other M, if you will. Oh, now I get the title. Hurdy, hurdy, her. Ah, you bitch. I was gonna say, there are easier ways to kill me. Well, we lost her. We lost her. Were you happy to see the snow today? Yes, actually, I was a little bit happy, mainly because it wasn't a big enough deal to stop me from driving, but it was still nice to see, especially with Christmas Central all set up. So that's the death screen in Other M. I don't think I've seen that screen before because I don't play this game often enough to die. I think I'm playing this game more tonight than I did back in Christmas 2010, which kind of kills the point of this series. I remember all the great times I had playing this game in 2010. Oh, wait a second. That was like pretty much none. Playing the game more now. Yeah, it was a little bit of snow, but still good to see. How about you? I don't know if it snowed a lot up here. Where's Ridley? Way later in the game, and yes, I think he is in this game. I've actually looked up a good amount of the story for this game. Believe it or not, there is a story in this game. So far, I don't really follow it. Hasn't really been made that much of like a big deal, but I still don't like how I can't just gain health by blasting enemies like every other Metroid game in existence. I also get that you're supposed to switch to first-person mode here, but I just refuse to. It's just so annoying to do. Oh no, I'm nowhere near. I'm like maybe an hour into the game. Like I said, I'm pretty much just playing this for one of the first times ever. Did you ever play this game, or like how far did you get? No one seems to get that far in this game. I've seen the final boss, which is not Ridley, but it is something. We have a little, I think. I mean, snow-wise, I was going to say. I think we have more than a little way to go to see Ridley in this game. Ow. Why am I just standing there? Controls are ass. Ooh. Oh, I'm trying to. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to do that. Still won't open. Oh, I see it, I see it. Go. Do a little pruning in here first. So, yeah, it really is Other M. Like I said, it's the Sonic 06 of Metroid games. Well, like I said, it really wouldn't be that bad if the controls weren't so, like, just unintuitive. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually, how you can hold the... You can jump up there and, like, climb in as the morph ball. I can't remember if it was this game. It might have been Metroid Prime 3, where you could go into like one of these labs and one of the computers would say like Project Dread on it, which is why everybody thought Metroid Dread was going to come out a lot earlier than it did. I think it's Metroid Prime 3 that had the computer that said Project Dread on it. The breeding room. I don't know if I want to be in the breeding room. I don't want to see some weird monsters get it on. I guess I'm going to see some weird monsters get it on. YOLO Ravenbeak. Yeah, I was going to mention, they talk a little bit about her history. I don't remember Ravenbeak being in there, though. They did mention the Chozo, though. But not Ravenbeak. Oh yeah, we get to hear this terrible Samus voice actress.
Something had been raised in it. And in one corner was the miserable form of a researcher's corpse. This victim hadn't sustained the same injury. The dead I'd seen had been torn apart by something large. This one had been attacked by a different type of creature. And as I studied the violence this creature had wrought, I felt something in the air. The presence of a dark intelligence.
I like how I can't move out of this pose right now. It's one of the many great control limitations in this game. Okay, I guess I'm not supposed to go that way? Oh, wait a minute. I look like I could have jumped in there. A fuzzy critter. I mean, maybe. this game had an analog controller, it would probably be a little bit better. And if there was like a just simpler way to enter first-person mode, it might be a little bit better. I don't know how to get out of here since I morphed into this place. That was from like a greater distance. I just kind of fell into this room. I don't know how to get out of it. I hope there's a power-up that lets you charge your charge beam like faster. Oh, actually didn't notice that before. Do I have a way to get up there though? Wait, now I can't even go back in there. Okay, but I like can't even go through this door anymore. So what can I do? You can have a good night. How was your evening? Well, other than playing Metroid Other M, pretty good. I kid. The game is tolerable. I can't even go that way. I can only go like one or two ways. This way is a dead end. Yeah, I can do that. I'm supposed to. Oh, wait a minute. That just gets me back out to this part. I still can't open that door. There are other hatches. Really? Why is she not grabbing that? Holy crap. I know she can do it. I did it on the other one. Oh yeah, now she does it. I don't need her to do it on that one though. I already went in there. Hold on. Super missile. I don't have super missiles. Oh, sleep so hard. I just have to laugh because everybody falls asleep watching Metroid Other M. That's really nothing new. Oh, well, he made it a few minutes at least. I don't even think I'm going to play this much longer, but we'll see. That was funny, though. Toaster already fell asleep. He's seen enough. Like, I like this idea of being able to flip between, like, the Metroid Prime controls and then the regular, not Metroid Prime controls, but it's that the environments are so bland looking compared to usual Metroid environments. Ah, well, that's right. He did mention he wasn't feeling well yesterday. It'd be really nice if I could just jump in here as Samus, but whatever. I can jump in there, but I've already been in here. Hold on. Head back away a little bit. Why the camera angle is doing that. It's really kind of messing with me. Whoa! Okay. Do I, like, have to play in Metroid Prime mode right now? Apparently I do. I don't know why the game just locked me into this, but... Okay, get me out of this. I put the Wiimote down. I shouldn't even be in this mode anymore. There's nothing here. Is this like a glitch or something? Does this commonly happen? I'm pointing the Wiimote so off screen, I'm not even pointing at the screen anymore. Like, I'm literally, it's nowhere. Where's the Wiimote? Oh, that's right, it's over here. It's gone. Why is it still showing me this freaking view? Come on now. There's nothing to even scan. Oh, this just sucks. Well, that'd be great if I could get out of this. It's almost to the point where it's not even worth it. By almost, I mean it, like, is. Oh, Big Bird, I mean, maybe. Quiet Robes. Too soon. Too soon to be making Quiet Robe jokes. Oh my god, this is so agonizing. It's like every time I try to stick up for this game, something like this happens. I'm like, well, this game's not that bad. I'm like, yes, it actually is that bad. I legit cannot get out of this mode. Like, there's nothing here to scan. I'm waiting for something to, like, jump out at me. There's nothing. I have no idea why she just froze and went into this mode. It's like, obviously part of the game. It's telling me to look more this way? Can I look more this way? Doesn't seem like it. Alright, well, I'm actually just going to go ahead and end it here because I can't take this crap anymore. And that's why we don't really play this game anymore. I didn't even know I still had this game, let alone the original case. This might be worth something someday, who knows. But it's not worth much to me now. I'll tell you that. I can definitely see how they got some of the ideas for, like, Metroid Samus Returns and stuff, though, with the kind of counter move and the dodge or whatever. And I can definitely see how they got the idea for Metroid Prime 4 by just having a frozen HUD menu that stays up all the time. I have no idea why. You still have your copy? Well, there you go. Enjoy it more than I did, because I'm starting to see why I never made it more than an hour into this game. But I do stand by what I said, which is that I would maybe possibly one day play it in a retro request party. But for now, that's the most we're going to see of Metroid Other M. A big flop. It should have been like my third favorite game that year. Instead, it's one I barely remember, to the point where I don't remember this ever happening. So yet again, I say thank you all for watching a brand new episode of games of Christmas past. They're not all winners, but we'll see what happens in the next one. For now, as always, stay chaotic and blur out.
Chaos blur, chaos blur, chaos, chaos blur.